Okay, let's begin with this instruction video for the Adobe Illustrator Draw 1 assignment. This assumes you've already downloaded Adobe Draw to your Chromebook. If you haven't yet, you can go back to this folder and look for the other training video that's there to explain that. But right now we're going to take a look at these. You should read through this before you start the training video so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. And then let's proceed. So we're going to go here to our launcher, and we're going to find Adobe Draw. Click on it. You've already signed in earlier, so you're ready to go. It'll show any projects you've already done here. We're going to start a new project, though, since we don't have anything yet. This is our first one, so we're going to click the plus, and I want to go with the HD screen landscape right here. This will be 1920 by 1080 pixels in size. So I'm going to click on this guy. This will match up to anything we might want to do for video to fill the frame. And so what we've got here is the workspace. We have 5 brushes on this side and an eraser brush. And on this side we have some details about layers, which if we want to get out of the way, we want to scoot it out of the way, we just click that button. It scoots it out of the way and bring that back. There's some other things up here we'll look at later. And let's start over here with the important part, the drawing part, the tools, the paint brushes. So we've got a round brush. It looks like that. Okay. We've got a tapered brush. Looks like that. Also, pay attention to the very left. You can see the colors that the current color for each brush. And you could change that, and I'll show you. You can change the size of the brush too. I'm just showing you right now the default sizes. So here is this other one. Here's this brush. And here's this brush. Okay, so you can see what basic look that each brush gives us. And then, of course, we have the eraser. So we use these 5 brushes to create pixels, to add pixels to our drawing. And we use the eraser brush. We use the eraser brush to destroy pixels. Okay, if you want to create pixels and then destroy them, that's what you use the eraser tool for, and the brushes. Okay, since we have this mess on the screen, and I want to show you more, so I got to get rid of this mess. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to talk to you about the layers on the side here. So this drawing layer now is a mess. I want to get rid of it, so I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to come down here and click Delete Layer. And now I'm going to add a new layer. And I have 2 choices. I have a drawing layer and an image layer. Image layer gives us a really cool option. We can import one image to our project, and then we have layers on top that we can use to draw on top of the image. So we add graphics to photos, and that's a fun thing. But right now we're just doing a draw layer. So click that, and that cleared us out. Got us a new drawing layer. Now let's actually look into details of each brush. So all these are the same for each brush. We've got the size, the opacity, and the color. Right now the color is black. If I want to change the color, probably the most interesting thing to do right now is click on it, and it gives us this color wheel. So you just pick in an area where it has colors that you want to choose to brush next or paint next. And then you have this bar here that gives you different shades from full bright shade to full black. Actually, you go anywhere on this color wheel, and if you go all the way to the left on any spot you put it on, you'll always get black. So it's easy to get black that way. Otherwise, black does not show up here. All right, so let's go with orange, and now I can paint orange. That's pretty cool. That's a beautiful color. All right, now let's take a look at the size. The size right now, you can see the size. There it is right there. See, it's the same. All right, so if I want to increase the size, I click, hold, and drag up. And that number that you see going up is the pixel size. That's how many pixels the diameter of that brush is. Okay, keep going up, going up, going up, all the way until I'm this size right here. That's a full size right there. Can't get a brush any bigger than that, but that should cover us. Now I can go ahead and bring the brush size down by clicking, holding, and dragging down. You can see I'm making the brush diameter smaller, all the way to the smallest diameter, which is that right there. So there's our range. There's the biggest brush, there's the smallest brush, and there's all the in-between right there. Okay, so that's how you do the brush size. And that works for all the brushes, by the way. Now let's change the color. Oops, let's change the color. And let's go with the blue. And let's talk about opacity. So opacity, if I click it, it says 100 right there. 100 is solid, so it covers up whatever is underneath it. None of the background will come through. It's solid. But if I click, hold, and drag down, that number comes down. That's a percent. So now I'm at like 70%. So I've got about 30% of the background coming through the line. Okay, I can keep dragging this down, and I just get lighter and lighter, and the background's going to mix in with it. You know. Okay, so I could actually go all the way to nothing. But why would I do that? But that's opacity at 0. There's no color at all, nothing, completely see-through or invisible. All right, so I'm going to throw the opacity back up to 100. So, you know, for textures and highlights and different things, the opacity setting is used. But for the most part, we will otherwise use solid colors. All right, so those are the settings on the brushes. Like I said, all of these brushes have the same deal going for it. Now, the eraser is kind of simple. It just has the size. So you can get an eraser that's this big, or you can drag it down and get an eraser that's that big, right? So you control the size of the eraser with just this right here. All right, so let me go and delete this layer again to kind of clear the slate and add another layer. Let's show you real quick the undo. That right there is the undo. It's also Control Z on the keyboard will work, but if you click it, it'll undo the previous thing. Okay, there's not a redo though. Okay, so this is the redo right there, and then undo, undo. Okay, so there's no redo, just redraw. Redraw and undo is all you got. All right, what else can I show you? Oh, why don't we talk about this assignment? And that is the theme is to draw a COVID artifact. So your COVID artifact could be anything that you think of that you would want to sketch, just to kind of practice with using the brushes and different colors, and just get comfortable using this a little bit. And might as well have an idea of something to draw. So why don't we do something based on your photo from last week? Whatever that photo was that you took last week for your COVID artifact photo, you can draw that, or you can draw something else. It's up to you. Okay, so real quickly, I'm just going to sketch a mask real fast. You don't get to do a mask because I'm doing it. You could do a mask if you put it on a person, though, okay, or a stick figure. But okay, I'll do that. I'll put a mask on a stick figure. How's that? All right, so I'm going to change this color over here. Change it to black. And I'm going to draw my stick figure. And let's change the color of for the eyes. Let's have a green eyes. Okay. And where's that? Oops, what happened? Didn't change. That's because I didn't slide the slider over, did I? Okay. So let's try that again. Undo that eye. There's one eye. There's another eye. And I think I'm going to switch to this pen or this brush. I like that teal color, so I'll stay with that. Let's see what the size is, though. I want to make it a little smaller. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this guy a mask. And let's change the color for the strap. Let's give it a smaller strap there. Here we go. So there's my little stick figure guy with this sort of thing, right? Okay. And that was just a quick demonstration. I don't want to copy. Don't copy this, you guys. My outline of my stick figure is too thick, and the mask looks okay. Maybe the mask by itself would have been better than trying to do the rest of this thing. But just do the best you can. Remember, I'm not grading your artistic ability. I'm grading the fact that you're doing this and that you can get this turned in, something made from this program and turn it in. That's what I'm grading you for. All right. Yeah, but if you want to be artistic with it and creative with it and spend time on it, oh boy, I'll give you extra credit for that. All right. So when we're done, we're going to go up to this guy here, this up arrow, and we're going to skip all these things right now, and we're going to go down to share. So it's 3 dots and the 2 lines that connect those 3 dots. We love that. Okay, and we're going to go to save the files. That'll give me a chance to change the name of it. So I'm just going to wipe this all out here, and we're going to call this AI Draw because that's the app, and then 1 is our first drawing. Okay, and we're going to click save. That went to your drive. So let's take your Chromebook files. So if I go here and go to my files and I click on images, there it is right there. There's my drawing. If I use sort, date, modified, descending, right? See how I do it? So if you do that sort, you should have it right there. All right. So then you're going to go to this assignment. You're going to click submit. That's right here. And you're going to browse to this file and click and open it, or click OK or whatever it says, and then turn it in that way. Submit it. Okay. And that is going to be it.